You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Did he? Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. What a shame. He's probably dead by now. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but Hughes's success would come on the day of his death. He took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. I suppose I could spare a little help in memory of Hughes, or in celebration of his success. Whichever. You're the one. Then that means... It all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming.
Get off me, the psycho! The psycho awaits! Die, Gosling! Time to die! Lead!
What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the thread. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but You're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much... I am, but still, I've never seen someone whose fate was just missing. Not even when I was drunk as the King of Ballads. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine. It could mean nothing. Or I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to... That's just it. I don't know if you've got one. But that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you. What could this all mean? Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say, can you? You can find... He's a damned good Fate Weaver. What? But that wasn't enough. What? But that wasn't enough for me. We're all up. And when a Fate Weaver looks the... But now the old traditions are all... That's just it. He lives in a little hut to the east in... What could this all mean?
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olane's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Everyone just stand back! The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
Hey there.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds. Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. I'm going to suggest something a bit... untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the Seek Her Wisdom. I would do it, but... She spends her days on the precipice overlooking the village. Hope you stay in town.
Crazy sister Zelda. I'm exhausted.
I'm not accustomed to all of this excitement. What is this world coming to? Farewell. Where is the order that Mitharu has given us? I see no order in obstructing the truth.
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual... Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid. We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a The call 2 nights ago, Egan ventured... Mitharu please find him. Perhaps then, Egan was last seen in the woods outside... Bless you, child.
Don't believe Father Dinwell when he tells you that Mitharu was male. Mitharu is a god, not a mortal. She is all of us, not some of us. Are we not lied to enough? We are at war. We scrabble for every supper. We live in fear of one another. Shouldn't the mission unite us?
What the Fae say about these stones is true, but if it is, well, this is just too good to not save forever. Lystrom was out of town when Artol was visiting. Artol is older and stronger. He was mistaken for a reaper. So when Lystrom came back to town, here was Artol the Oracular. I said to Lystrom, I hear her readings are amazing. You should go. Oh my, you should have seen it. A rooster, she said, will change into a man, and this man will become your lover. He will provide for you, and he will make you laugh, and he will make your life exciting and easier. But, and this is something you can never forget, he must never eat chicken. And once in a while, you will need to peck at things on the ground, and every morning at the break of dawn, you'll hear a loud cry from him.
May your hollow gods keep you, mortal. I am called Aerie. Your face is new to me. You're different from those in Gorhart. They amuse me, and I strive to learn all I can from them. Have you come to ask about the Tuatha? I can offer only what I know, and hope it will suffice. Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often difficult to distinguish one mortal from another. The victim was Illuvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can offer advice, but I cannot. If she is meant for the Great Cycle, then so be it. However, I would be quite interested to find out whether one of my kind would benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. Your delicate forms are far more sensitive than ours. In fact, it's astounding that you survive as long as you do. Perhaps your mortal apothecary can provide one. You can always create the potion yourself if you possess the skill. Farewell.
Stay indoors after sundown. Stay indoors after sundown.
Need supplies? Try the corner shop.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? Itchy? Have you noticed any blood leaking from your eye sockets? I've been noticing the symptoms everywhere. No, this situation could not be any worse. If the Red Legion is in... I'm sure I have a vial somewhere in this cottage, but I do not have the time to search for it. I'm sorry. Why ask questions when you could never understand the... If you're only my apprentice, Karth, and I do not deserve such goodwill. I'm not sure... Once you've ensured Karth's safety, He always spoke of his time as a wastrel living in the abandoned halls of Agnor Farhall, the Arathi... Ruin. People say it's haunted, but people say many things. Goodbye. Time is of the essence. That's never been more... more true. Goodbye.
Secret to tell you. I am not sad. When I was a girl, my father used to tell me that when you grow old with someone, you tie your fates together and create a pattern that is part yours and part theirs. My father said that this is why when an old person dies, their partner is never far behind. But I do not feel that way. I feel free.
What you doing down here? Don't you know Agner So? Are you foolish or just stupid? Oh, I see. The twisted gnome has found herself a... Nanny always was a fool. So immersed in... At this very moment, they are moving crates of it... Oh, Nat, I'm sorry.
Sometimes this is too hard to believe. But you can accept the strangest fact that you were wrong. Yes, but that and this endless vacuity is horrible. The Ancient Ones were here. They delivered themselves into the world. The time-worn cycle turns with ages. The seasons drift along the stream. They wait for the past. The future brings the forming storm. This is no place for a home, for anyone.
Take that one. Taste mine.
These walls are grown, are built of stone. Lovingly this place was crafted. You see the lights, the mystic halls of ordered reality? They are the faces of the missing, the embodied truth of the lost souls. There are so many of them. Still, you can see them. They are like pathetic charades. Some with good intentions, and you can't fault them that. But the majority of them are just a hoax. Needless to say, I don't like it here. You could have stayed free and lived a comfortable life, but you couldn't settle a disquiet that haunts people like you.
These are Red Legion bats.
in combat fair, Finian's cycles kept. The exploits of this maiden's role, a burdensome and heavy toll. She lived among the mortal clans and bargained with their kind. Throughout the town they stood in fear of the brilliant fighter near.
Yes? What could a mortal vagabond need with Casma and the Eternal? Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious. Wait, Father Dinwell sent you, didn't he? Old fool. They are named... In exchange, they want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of Waterhall Down. I'll retrieve it, eventually, as soon as... Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the treasure. It is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge for the wild... Goodbye now. Keep watching. All manners of beasts about. If we're going to press on, then I'll ask you to stay close. I have no courage to speak of. On it, local legend says that among them, the Selkie Vale. Goodbye now. Glad I brought my sword. Watch out for wild fang. Casmaran will soon be rewarded.
What is this? Our little Egan has made a friend? I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. Obviously, anyone who has ever glimpsed a Fae would know that. Unlike little Egan here, your head holds more than fantasies. The Feylands are such fertile ground for games. The inhabitants are so oafish you can fill your pockets with hardly any effort. Are you going to give us what's rightfully ours, or do we need to start a new game? My brother and I are always ready to play. Cursed, is it? It does look like you are well acquainted with misfortune. Keep the veil, then. There are other treasures to be had in the Feylands. Make certain our paths do not cross again, or my brother will add his mark to your scars. You best get baby Egan back to his bassinet. His mother will be worried. Let's hope.
I didn't know. How could I? Before I came to Gorehart, I'd never known any... You must think me a fool. Goodbye now. Let's get out of the forest. Must we return to the mission? I crave it, although all of those things are quite frightening. Perhaps it is for the best. See you later.
Yeah? Great Mitharu. Egan has returned. As for you, you have done as I asked, and we here at St. Odwig's are forever grateful. Consider this meager reward a donation.
Have you come to protest the mission as well? The news has spread to every village. It's on every tongue. We are so close. St. Odwig's cannot resist much longer. And once it relents, all others will follow in its wake. The tome will be ours. Father Dinwell is denying that women can be ordained as members of the Order of Mitharu, despite I know that all are welcome into Mitharu's embrace. Ha! Don't commit any crimes on my...
Everyone in Go... You are a friend to this village and to me, Nani Hamri. Take this. It is not much, but it gives you an idea of my gratitude. Goodbye.
Times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the warsworn.
It's busy today.
What is it? You made it. Just in time, too. Give me the potion. It will help, but it's not enough. Someone must go to the Fae and explain what happened here. One small misunderstanding and we'll no longer just be strangers to the Fae. We'll be enemies. You're turning out to be very helpful, my... Rumor says that the House of Ballads has its headquarters not... It's east of here. Farewell.
Faye in Gorehart. It isn't right. Niralim's embrace, the summer manifests as an immortal fae. You know her, him, it, as the resplendent warrior, the ardent conqueror. You mortals named him king. In the youth of your people's memory, you bore witness to Issa's exploit.
Ugh, finally. Someone that looks like they could stand up to a moderate breeze. There's need for an adventurer such as yourself. Me and a crew are glad that's done with.
No farther, mortal. You're not one of our kind. In the seat of Sir Sagrel, Hallam the White prepares the contest. And he must not be interrupted at this, our time of greatest need. No doubt you speak of Illuvia, impetuous fool. I told her to avoid your settlement, to avoid Oderoth altogether. She never listened to my warnings. I will chastise her appropriately upon her return. It is a loss, yes, but not the first unexpected event in this telling. What happened? Yes, I have noticed a growing number of humans in Dalentarth. It must be this one. Oh, yes, your kind usually expects some... If you would be so kind as to deliver this message. We mean the people of Gorhart no ill will. They have nothing to fear from us. I should not be seen talking to you. It isn't good for my reputation. Goodbye.
Listen, all of you. As you clearly heard, this does not concern you, mortal. You would not, could not, understand. One of our most beloved heroes has fallen. Sir Sagrel's passing leaves his legend in peril. A seat in the House of Ballads cannot remain empty, lest the great stories end. You are bold, but that is not how tales are told in the House of Ballads. Only a worthy Fey hero may, however, these are, if you so choose, join the other. The lair of the Thresh is east of this. Go now,
the young races are so
and
curious.
make the song your own.
Welcome to the Summer Sanctuary. I see you are a stranger and a mortal. I am green, and I possess the healer's warmth. Stay well. Yes, Gosling?
If I have to live for the rest of my life without him knowing, well then I'll deal with that. I think there's something to be said for it. I think it's noble. Yeah, I could tell someone, but that's just asking for praise.
Brash dustling. You have no role in Fey telling. First that strange maiden, now this. Alas, Agros is we were too late. If we can destroy the roots before... Keep your eyes open.
Sagrel was a clever rogue of great and merry cheer. Oh, come and listen to the song of he who had no fear, of he who we hold dear.
This is the difficult part. Forward! The beast awaits! Be on your guard. I have a feeling the Thresh won't fight alone. I do not like this.
Times he drank his weight in wine, and many lovers pleased, and drunk from such idle pleasures, with lethargy was seized, on beds of grass he eased.
How can this be? Sir Sagrel dead? I do not understand. Such a tragedy has never occurred in this song. Not at all at the end of this ballad. Listen. I do not like this.
Fearsome roar awoke our hero from his rest. The maid of Windermere had called the grave thresh from its nest to have at her behest. Approached the spirit deep within Gorguath. He slashed its wicked... Congratulations.
It's amazing. A child of dust has defeated the grave thresh. What a tale you've claimed for yourself, my friend. You are granted the seat of Sir Sagrel and all privileges hereto, including membership. Alas, there is no time for celebration. There has been another incident. The king has asked for you. Excellent. Take this potion. You will know when the time has come to use it. Now go, find King Gwenson. The telling is in your hands now. The Court of Enchantments has marched south to face the threat and to quell off with you.
Hey there. Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much. But what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Don't be a stranger.
Welcome to Gorehard. Come in, rest your boots by the fire, and drown your worries in a flagon of our finest. I am Arnik Arduna, and this is the famous Gorehart Inn. Stick around.
Yeah, what can I get you? Hi. Hi.
You made it. You're back. The Fae has... Gorehart will be a new community. A place of compassion. And it's thanks to you. Please, take my sword and buckler. They will by now.
I'm recruiting for the War Sworn. Right then. I'm recruiting for the War Sworn. Some may try to cut. You'll find those who have taken the oath. You could head to earn it. Bring me proof you've dealt with them. Osgar, bring me their Legion daggers. Right then.
Welcome, welcome. Greetings.
Don't start any trouble.
I'm sorry. Did you say something? I'm a bit lost in... He is my husband. We had one night together. I can't give you much. The Alpha... You might thank you for your kindness. I will be...
No! I don't care what any paper says. Those are just...
On that very... It was years ago. Farewell.
Oh, I didn't see you come in. I was reading this letter. I never thought it would happen. They're coming. Even when I was not always the but plunder could... It's all here in Red's letter. I do what I must. Ugnar, when it's finished, take... Ugnar works for the inn. Mitharu is with you.
Great Mitharu, he will no longer... Thank you. I won't need any gold as a servant of Mitharu. Take what I have. It's your...
Stay indoors after sundown.
Make it quick. I've got work to do. Can't pay my debts with firewood, not in Gorhards. I knew it was only a matter of time. If you want to collect my dagger, you'll have to fight me for... This is no longer a game. I'm fighting for my very survival. Foolish choice. Let's hope your blade is sharper than your wits. This is folly. You...
Damn Red Legion.
Two Legs, please, help me. Other Two Legs are cruel. They will not help. No! I am cursed. You believe me? Many think I am just another Two Legs. They are wrong. I am a wolf, cursed to wear this shape by evil sprites as some cruel game. I still have wolf thoughts in my head, but Two-Leg bodies are... The sprites are near. Even now I smell... Thank you, Two Legs. Be warned. The sprites have much magic for the well. The sprites guard the well with returns. Have you found the well, Two Legs? I wish to be well. Two Legs, do you come to me empty-handed? What is the meaning of this? The well holds powerful magic, as old throughout before I was cursed. I remember Leechwood, the scent of the well was strong with its own hunt well. Oh. Speak! It is there, Two Legs. I now go to the wild. Now I shall drink deep of this.
Well done. No one will miss those two. Take this to Shieldring Keep and speak to Tyne Delfric. He'll set you to work on my... Go north of town, you'll find Tyne. Next time I see you,
Hey there.
maybe under war-sworn banners.
Exciting, isn't it? A fae living in the village like an ordinary person? Stick around.
Nice to see you.